Hello everyone. In our today's lecture we are going to learn about how we can do the data integration. So let's start. So data integration is a data pre-processing technique that combines data from multiple sources and provides user a unified views of this data. So we all know that a data warehouse is prepared by collecting a data from multiple sources, and the data sources may include multiple databases, data cubes, or flat files. So one of the most well-known implementation of data integration is building enterprise data warehouse. So we all know what is a data warehouse, but how we can create the data warehouse, how data integration is occurred in the data warehouse. So that is done via data integration is done via two techniques, that is tight coupling and loose coupling. So in the tight coupling, data is combined from different sources into a single physical location through the process of ETL, which is extract, transformation and loading. So this is something like we are collecting the data from multiple sources and store the data into one big database. So tight coupling means more dependency. So if data is stored at one location, then dependency is it increases the dependency of each other. Yes, so that approach is called the tight coupling. In the tight coupling approach, data is first extracted, then it transformed into the relevant format, and then it loaded to that one large database. Second approach is a loose coupling. In loose coupling means a less data dependency. Yes, the data sources are not more dependent to each other. So in the loose coupling, data only remains in the actual source database. In this approach, an interface is provided that take a query from user and transform it in a way the source database can understand, and then sends a query directly to the source database to obtain the result. Yes. So this is something like suppose this is one database, this is second database, and this is a third database, and there are many databases here. Each is stored in separate location. Yes, and in loose coupling approach, we are providing one interface here, something like a query interface, and by using that interface, we can write one query. So to extract the data, here is the user. Yes. So here is the user. Suppose a user wants a data for the analysis. User use this interface and write a query for extracting the data or fetching the required data. This data, suppose the user wants a data from this first and second database, then that query goes in that first and second database and returns the database, and that combined result is shown to the user. So user just get the data. User thinks that the data is at the same location, but actually the data is stored at the different location, or data is stored in the different database. The data comes from multiple databases with the help of query. So this is how loose coupling approach is implemented. In tight coupling, all the data is stored at the one location. So suppose if some failure of system, then it may possible that we lost whole the data. While in the loose coupling, data is stored at multiple locations. So if one database or one system fails, then other data remains safe. So that is the advantage of loose coupling. So for data integration, loose coupling is the best approach. But while we integrate the data from multiple and different data sources, there are some issues for data integration. First is a schema integration. schema integration is a major issue while integrating the databases. In the schema integration, it integrates the metadata from different sources is a difficult task. So we all know each database has their own metadata. So while we combine the databases, we are also combining the metadata. So to integrate that metadata is also very different task. So identify the real world entities from multiple data sources and their matching in the entity identification problem. So for example, roll number in one database and enrollment number in another database refer the same attributes. So such conflicts may create a problem for schema integration. The second is detecting and resolving data value conflicts. As the data is collected from multiple sources, attribute value are different for the same real world entity. So possible reason includes a different representations. Suppose in one attributes the value is measured in rupees. Suppose there is one column of rupees, so some values are Indian rupees and some values in dollars, so that may create a value conflict. So to detect that value and resolve that conflict is very difficult task while integrating the database. Third one is a redundant data occur due to integration of multiple database. So a redundancy occurs when data from multiple sources is considered for integration. Attributes may be represented in different names in different source of data. Attribute may be derived attributes in another table, for example yearly income. So in data integration, a row duplication or the value duplication should be checked. So this type of duplication may occur due to incorrect data entry or updation of data. So detection of that duplication and remove the duplication is a very difficult task. So that are some issues that we have to face while we are integrating the data bases into one single location. So that is about data integration. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.